Did dinosaurs really evolve into birds? While there may have been many textbook and media pictures of feathered dinosaurs, none have actually been found. They're all simply made-up pictures of what evolutionists want to find, not what they have really found. Now, one of the things we have to understand, the tree-down model, what they're really saying is this, that some of these small dinosaurs, small reptiles, climbed up into the trees, jumped off the branches, flapped their forearms, and over time, they turned into feathers and wings. And folks, if you flap your arms today, and every day the rest of your life, your arms will not grow feathers, and they won't turn around and let you fly. When this reptile is half reptile and half bird, how in the world is it going to survive? See, when it's half reptile, half bird, it can no longer escape its predators on the ground very well because now it's got feathers. And it can't do its new function of flying, so it just basically becomes food. Now, the whole notion of dinosaurs evolving to birds is a claim based not on any real fossil evidence, but strictly on pictures drawn by our folks. Great claims require real evidence. Only the Bible, folks, has the answer. And the answer is, birds were created on day 5 of God's wonderful creation.
In the late 90s, people began to discover feathered dinosaurs, dinosaurs with dino fuzz. At that point, it became interesting to know how those feathers could have influenced the appearance of them.
What we found out is that fossil feathers, they preserve the melanin, that is the pigment that gives the color to the feather. So the way that I got the idea that we could potentially use this to put colors in dinosaurs came from a very odd angle, because I was actually looking at fossil squids, and we find fossil squids that have the ink sac preserved. And quite interestingly, when you look at this fossilized ink, you can actually see that it preserves the pigments. And that made me think that we should be able to find this pigment, which is melanin, in other kinds of fossils, such as in, for example, feathers.
Melanin pigments are created by pigment cells, which package them in little organelles called melanosomes. These melanosomes are tiny little packages. They come in oblong or rounded shapes. What we were able to do was compare the shape and size and density of the melanosomes in these fossil feathers to the feathers of living birds, and thereby interpret or predict the color of these fossil feathers when the animal was alive. This has allowed us to create the first description of the plumage color of an extinct dinosaur in history.